What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Off the Couch Boxing. I am your host, Rex Ruger 2.0, with the Alexis Arguello puppet, another legend in the house. That's two legends in the same room.
And I'm your other host, Frank Benji's, back with another episode.
And we have a fucking good one today. At least I hope we do. A guy whose fight, one of his fights, I just got done watching. And I will talk to him about that. And he's here now, so we will get into it and chop it up with him right now. Excited about this one. It's a true honor. Sorry about that, Bones. Technical difficulties, man. I hope you understand. Appreciate the patience, brother. I really do, man.
Thank you.
Great to see you, champ. You're looking good. And guess what, man? I gotta say, full disclosure, man. No disrespect to Paulie Ella. Just rewatched that fight in anticipation of our conversation. You won it, man. The split decision I'm talking about.
Yes, I know I did. And that's what took the life out of me in boxing. So
did it really?
Yeah, I did, because Johnny Tappy and I were friends and stuff, and he was even in camp. And like 2 weeks before the fight, he was like, "Hey, listen, if it goes the distance, you're gonna get fucked." Like I did. I go, "There's no way." I was in my hometown, and when they robbed me, it just took everything out of me.
Yeah. And you did say in the lead up to that fight that you were leery about that going to the cards, though, right? I mean, it was something that was on your mind.
No, not really, because I'm telling you, like I said, I thought that I'm from here. I'm a top rank. He's a top rank. I think it's gonna be a fair decision.
Yeah. I had a 116. I had a 116, 112.
Not knowing that the reason being is there's Cameron Duncan behind the scenes. So.
Yeah. And I'm also not quite sure what to be candidly honest, not really sure what fight Jerry Roth was watching at 115, 112 for Paulie, but goes without saying, this is something that was going on years ago. It's still going on now.
I do have to say this, Jerry Roth. I talked to him years after that, right? And then he goes out and look back. So he went back and he watched it again. He just only thing he said to me is, "Yeah, I apologize."
That's all you need to know, right?
Yeah, I actually went back and watched the fight, and I just was adding up my scores here because I just got done with it. And I had 116, 112 for you as well.
Yeah,
that's about what it was.
Yeah, and so now you move past your boxing career. You're running a successful gym in Vegas. Do you like this aspect of the game? Do you like passing on your knowledge to these younger guys? And do you find that there's a difference with training methods back then as opposed to getting through to young guys now?
Yes. Back then, back when I fought, whatever else, I still put it this way. It's like, if somebody wants, they're gonna get it. These guys say, "Oh, I need this, I need it." No, you don't. You just need the will to want it.
Yeah,
you just gotta want it. You just gotta want it. And you go and thrive. And I've yet to find a fighter who wants it as much as I do. To be honest.
Yeah.
And they cannot accept the knowledge and everything that I'm giving them.
Yeah.
And so, someone's come close, but I can't go to my full potential because I don't have anyone is capable of doing it.
Right. Did you find that, because a lot is made about when guys go into these boxing matches, about there being sometimes a genuine animosity or towards the other guy, or sometimes there's not. You and Paulie Ayala were pretty good friends going into that fight, or
I wouldn't say friends, we were very good, man. It's all love. It's still today we still talk. It's nothing to do with us. We did our job. We did what we had to do, and it has nothing to do with him as a person. He's a beautiful person, a great family man. Him and I are kind of like opposites.
Yeah.
So I envy him, on an aspect of his personal life and how he is as a person. He's such a great person. So.
Did you feel like the cut in round 11, had that cut happened earlier, that it would have made for a different fight? Did you find it hard getting through those that last round and a half, 2 rounds with that cut difficult?
Listen, at that point in time, I didn't give a listen. That's the strange thing. But I fought 9 rounds with both sides of my jaw broken.
Yeah.
I went in my first title defense with my hand broken. I broke my hand in the title defense, winning the title. Listen, I don't give a shit. That's what these guys do not have today. I don't care. They're not willing to die in the ring. They get scrapped.
Right.
Oh, I quit. I'm not that. I'm just a weird dude. So, and even I was just telling the heavyweight that I had yesterday, man, I may be different, but because he gets tired and he wants to fall down. So, man, fuck that.
Yeah.
Listen. I just embarrassing. I don't know how could you even. My feet never touch the ground. I mean, my feet never left the ground. I never touched the ground. I never want to lay down. Never want to quit. Never want to do anything.
So you think it's symptomatic of this younger generation where sometimes there's a list of built-in excuses at times?
100%. There one excuse. I didn't have this. I didn't have that. But it only takes you.
So what do you feel like when you see these fights, like when there's these stipulations and weight clauses? Like, you must hate that shit as an old school mindset guy.
Well, kind of. I mean, weight stipulations, that does make a big difference. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But the aspect of, I don't like the aspect of, a lot of times they do not allow you to gain over 10 pounds or
Right.
10% of your weight or whatever it is, right? And I think it's 10 pounds like IBF. And that to me is not fair, because if a guy does it, here's the thing. The people who do the cutting weight properly, as if I did, they put on 15 to 20 pounds.
Right.
Properly. So why am I getting punished for someone else's lack of,
Right.
not being prepared properly? So,
Right.
but I'm getting punished for that. That's I don't like, though.
That Paulie Ayala fight I was watching back, it seemed like you were finding a lot of success with the straight right to the body and then the left hook over the top of that. Was that something you kept looking for? Because it seemed like it was working, like you were going to the well with it.
There's obvious for a right-hander to find a southpaw.
Yeah.
It's the right, left, right, left, right, or right, left. There's never left, right.
Yeah.
So,
and the body work was impeccable too. I feel like the body work, but the body work in that fight, a lot of times you don't always see it pay dividends. That was where you could really see it pay off.
Well, you gotta make it. You gotta stabilize him somehow. No, you gotta stabilize him somehow. So you stabilize him by throwing that right hand to the body. They stop, and then you can go to the head and stuff like that. If not, they'll move and step and dodge and stuff and can counter. So you stop them the movement with that right hand to the body.
So
before we go away from the Paulie Ayala fight, is there anything? Obviously, you guys were friends before, or you know each other. Was there anything that he brought to the ring that you were surprised by? Anything in particular?
Not really. I mean, he takes a good shot, a great shot. But the thing is like this: it's like this. Honestly, it's like this too. You know how it's just crazy. I don't know if you guys have probably never boxed or whatever, but listen, I prepared for that fight properly. My weight, my training, everything was great. But honestly, the day of the fight, the night, I didn't feel like fighting. Yeah. I didn't feel like fighting. You know what I mean? And until he hit me with the right hand, wobbled me. I don't know why they call it a 10-8 round. There's no fucking way that was
period.
Are you speaking about round 2?
Yes.
Definitely
but honestly, I didn't feel like fighting. Then I'm gonna fight. Let's go.
Did any of the judges, though? Are you certain though? Did any of the judges ever cop to putting down a 10-8 round?
All of them put 10-8.
Wow.
And the week before, the week afterwards, they didn't do that.
That boggles my mind. Because when I think of a 10-8 round, when a guy doesn't get knocked down, you obviously think, and I think even Harold Letterman during that HBO broadcast even spoke to this point, it's got to be a pretty one-sided, dominant round for the other guy. And it was not.
It was not. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm angry, and I don't know why they wouldn't, just change that, and the fight would have been correct.
But it is tough, though, because you do see guys mentally get very frustrated. Like Marvin Hagler, earlier today, we just had on, who do we have on today?
Michael Olajide.
We had Michael Olajide on, and we happened to be talking to him about the Marvin Hagler Sugar Ray Leonard fight. Hagler was done after that fight. He was so disenfranchised with boxing and that decision that, walked away. I mean, it really mentally, I think it sent him sideways.
Yeah, well, I mean, then, but he had a really true hatred for Sugar Ray.
He did. Yeah, he
So,
did.
so
Yeah.
that you know that's that even put icing on the cake.
Yeah, I ask a lot of professionals, man, about that fight, though. When you think back to that fight, because I brought it up with Elijah today, but that seems to be one of those fights throughout the course of history. At least I'm 50 years old. At least in recent history, who did you have winning that fight? That's such an interesting fight to me.
You know what? The situation is kind of like when I was younger. I used to watch Sugar Ray Leonard and stuff. Listen, I taught myself how to box.
Yeah.
I trainer. Listen, when I would go places, trainers go, "Oh, just keep doing what you're doing." This, all this stuff, right? But I used to watch Sugar Ray Leonard as a child, and like just emulate him. But as I got older and started learning about people and how they are and how just how the type of person they are, outside the ring, Marvin Hagler was a tremendous man, man. And I found, man, I love Marvin Hagler, not because he was a beast inside the ring.
Beast.
But outside the ring, he was also. And that's where I lean toward Marvin Hagler. I feel like Marvin Hagler won the fight because it's called effective aggressiveness.
Yes.
And he was making the fight. He was making the fight happen. If it wasn't for that, the fight wouldn't happen. So I feel like Marvin Hagler won the fight. It wasn't a one-sided thing. It was a close. It was kind of like a pick-em fight or whatever. You can give it to either guy.
Right.
But the only reason I give it to him is because of my love for him outside the ring.
Yeah, yeah. And I like what you're saying about the effective aggressiveness, because I feel like that was kind of what happened in the first Paulie Ayala fight. I feel like you were the effective aggressor. You were kind of bringing the fight and dictating the pace, the ring generalship, all the criteria that the judges usually go by. I feel like you were checking all those boxes.
Well, that's what I thought too as well. So that's the reason I just did the opposite the next time. So they fuck them.
So who are you?
That's what I said. I did the opposite. Fuck you. Hey, if this don't work, maybe this can count.
Right. So now currently at the Bones Adams Boxing Gym, are there prospects there right now that you're working with? That you've got a real sense that these are guys that are really going to make a big noise in the boxing world. Like I know you've worked with Shane Mosley's son. I know Blair Cobbs. I think you have. Are you currently working with who's the guy that Amir Khan brought you there? Singh.
Singh.
Yeah.
No. He had to go back to England and stuff.
Okay.
People. That's when people come and go.
Right.
And some are good, some are bad.
What did you see from Singh? Because I hear, but I don't see anything.
I can't hear you. What? I didn't hear you cut out.
Well, from Singh, what did you see from Singh? Because I hear a lot about Singh, but I don't see anything going on.
You want to say something like, first of all, it's a hard weight division. Yeah. Second of all, what I was trying to do here is he just has no experience. He has no experience. Honestly.
Wow.
Right. That's what I thought. I was hearing he was good, but I didn't see anything.
Hey, for some reason, that motherfucker, bro, he's strong, he can punch, but he's scared kind of, because of inexperience. So the situation of I had him over there and we were doing great, and he started just coming along like going the right way, then he had to leave. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he one thing for sure, he for his weight division, that boy can punch, bro. But what good is if you're not throwing it? Right. Kind of like Johnny Rice. Johnny Rice, bro, that dude is like the green mark. That boy can punch. And he knows he's gonna take one, but he never throws the one.
Right.
It's very rare. Like to me, I'm a numbers guy. And if I know it only takes one, let me throw 100 to get that one.
Right.
But these fighters aren't. They want to throw 10 to get the one. And it just don't make sense to me.
Right. Well, I feel like the CompuBox numbers, and I don't know how much stock you put in the CompuBox numbers, but I even think even in the Paulie Ayala fight, going back to that, the CompuBox numbers, because you say you're a numbers guy. I mean, I even feel like the numbers don't lie.
No, they were in your favor heavily.
Mine too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, so long story short, let me put you guys in there real quick. Long story short is this. I never signed a contract with Top Rank when I won the world title because my manager at the time, Cameron Duncan, told me to stay away from Bruce. I go, why stay away from Bruce? Because I know Bruce, and he's gonna have you sign a contract. So I stayed away from him. So I had a couple of defenses, and then I went for the Paulie Ayala fight. I was gonna go for Johnny Tapia. And they go, you can't. We still got to sign to a contract. I go, no, you don't. So Todd Buff went to his office and looked in there and seen the contract was gone that he had supposedly.
Yeah.
So long story short, they gave me a signing bonus. That's never because to fight Paulie to keep me and stuff. But that's what went down. But behind the scenes, Cameron Duncan, which is also was in the office at Top Rank, he is the one who signed that contract, supposedly that Todd had in his office. He is the one who went in there and stole it out of Todd's office because it wasn't in my signature. I know I didn't sign it because he told me not to.
Right.
So I didn't know this until afterwards, but and Cameron, Cameron, just a lot of things happen and stuff like that. But before I finding this out, but afterwards, they told Cameron they'll give me a signing bonus, so I'm never gonna win another fight again.
Wow.
And Cameron let me know that after that first fight, and almost like right before the second fight. That's the reason why I didn't give a shit about the second fight. Is like, what the fuck, man? What's the point?
Right.
I'm really glad to hear you on here talking candidly about how snaky the boxing world can really be.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't really understand that business side of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, Top Rank is a great promoter. They did great by me. Except for that, but the meaning. I mean, I can kind of see where they would get angry and stuff and do it, but find out the facts first and find out what's going on. Don't just punish me for this situation.
Right.
But every time I went to Todd DeBuff to say, hey, I don't want to hear it and walk away. Because they were happy with the amount of fighters that he was bringing them and the money they were bringing in for him.
Right.
For Top Rank. So they were happy with Cameron at the time. So he would probably listen to me now because Cameron's pretty much around. You're not really around too much, but he's still around. But, but honestly, who gives a shit now? It's already damage has been done.
Right. So when you talk about Johnny Tapia, you talk about other opponents. Is there anybody that you wanted to lock horns with back then? A fight that you wanted that didn't manifest itself?
Eric Morales.
Yeah,
because I knew what he was. Matter of fact, I just ran into Barrera a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
and I said, man, you want to do? I would never fight. Not because the situation. That boy knew how to box. He knew how to punch. Man, he's just fucking had his chin. He probably just a very intelligent fighter, period, and talented. Where Eric Morales, I wouldn't say not talented, but I'm saying you knew what he was. You knew exactly what he was going to do. You knew exactly there's no changing it. And that's the fight I really wanted. And I was told before the first poly fight, hey, you want that fight? You're going to fight Morales for over $1 million. And that's about there we go. And it just broke my heart when I know I won the fight and they took it from me.
Yeah.
Let me ask.
I want Eric Morales bad.
Let me ask you this: being that you got the boxing gym and you obviously got guys you train and work with, so you keep an eye on boxing. I would presume. Is not really any fight.
No, like right now, you got something. Listen to me. I have three young boys. I have 4 children, but 3 young boys, and they live with me. Single father. I take care of them. I have to take care of the house, do laundry, do all this stuff to take care of the gym, clean the gym, maintain
the gym.
Can't
sit down and watch a fight.
I just had listen. When sometimes when I come in, I'm just I want to relax and just relax.
Yeah. And you spend so much time at the gym sometimes, maybe decompressing and not be dealing with boxing.
I try to get away from the boxing because I'm at the gym so much. I just and these guys get mad at me because I start at 9 o'clock and some of the guys gonna be there like late at night, 8, 9 at night. I can't do that. There's no way. I gotta have a life.
That's not conducive to being a parent. Yeah, I know. Like we're both parents too. Like that would be very difficult. You can't burn the candle at both ends like that. You just can't. I mean, it's just too hard. So you don't keep up with the. So you're not a guy who sits down. So you're not a guy that sits down and says, "Oh, I'm going to watch this fight, that fight. I'm keeping up with all the big fights."
Only if it's like my friends and it's a big fight.
Right. And so with that being said, and 2023 being such a good year for boxing so far, we have gotten to see a lot of great fights, and there's still some more slated for this year. Are there any that you have seen in 2023 that have stuck out, or that have been memorable for you?
I mean, they're all memorable. They're big, great fights stuff like that. But I think the biggest one would be Gervonta Davis and Ryan, just because it's the face of boxing now.
Yeah, and that really did start this. That really did start this whole. Yeah, it really did start this whole trend of good fights happening too, and guys like seemingly being willing to put their O on the line. It seems like the O was a big thing for a while.
I want to see Boo Boo and Benavidez. So
yeah, me too.
That's the fight I want to see.
Yeah, Benavidez is he's one of a few guys who I really follow. Now, what is it specifically about that fight that intrigues you? Are you a fan of either one of those guys?
Well, no, listen, I love Benavidez. They're good young man. His dad and stuff. You know, they're good young man and stuff. But I want to see it because I know Boo Boo's supposed to be the real thing, the real deal. I don't know him personally, right? But he's supposed to be the shit. So when Benavidez and since Canelo will fight him, hey, we know, hey, he's gonna be the truth. Hey, when he beats Boo Boo, he's the truth. Yeah, he kind of already is. But you know what I'm saying? Though it's like one of those like fights that he needs to make sure that that the greatness is there.
Right. And I certainly don't want to say. And I certainly don't want to say because of the great legacy that Canelo has built, and he does have a lot of names on his resume, but there are guys sometimes, and of course you know this from being around the sport, where guys do get ducked and or avoided. There's certain ways and channels you can go about doing that. Do you feel like on some level Canelo has avoided Benavidez?
1,000,000%.
Yeah, why? Right, because why haven't these guys fought up to this point? I mean,
but I mean, kind of not though, because to tell you the truth, though, here thing, Canelo has always been several levels ahead of Benavidez.
Yeah.
In the aspect of fame, fortune, everything. So honestly, and Benavidez is so young, I can't really say he's avoided him because, you know what, he's just not in that stature right now. You know what I'm saying? He's not at that level. That's what I'm saying. If he beats Boo Boo, then we gotta go. There we go. Now he proved himself. Now let's go. But then again, Canelo's old compared to Benavidez. So like, what So without wait, what you mean? Are we gonna get the best Canelo? But no, we're not. But honestly, Benavidez has never been to the level of Canelo has been, and that's the reason they call him out because they think they can be.
Right. Yeah, you make a good point there. Yeah,
they're trying to make a shortcut to the top.
Well, Jesus Christ, Bones! I certainly hope you can get time away from the family to watch that fight. I know you're a busy guy. I know. I mean, it's
out there now, trimming trees, redoing some lights in the gym. I'm doing all kinds of stuff right now. So.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. Oh, we got you. Speaking of those fights, I literally just lost my train of thought on where I was going with this. Oh no, we've been asking everybody this that we've been talking to, and I'd like to also pick your brain about this. The GOAT conversation goes around a lot, and everybody, usually points their finger to Floyd, but we hear a lot about Muhammad Ali too. Who do you think is the GOAT? If you had to pick the GOAT, who's your GOAT?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Muhammad Ali, same as the Hagar. It's not really what he was doing inside the ring; it's what he did outside the ring.
It's a total man. Yeah.
It has that. I mean, they put the two together, but honestly, if you really look at it, inside the ring, he did things that no one has done and been the first. But since then, since him being doing those things, of course, it has happened. But he 100% can fight. But he was great. Now I use him as an example too because Muhammad Ali. What did he really throw? A 1-2. A 1-2.
That's it. Yeah.
A basic guy, basic freaking wins fights. And these guys trying to do all this stuff, but you don't have to do that stuff. Spence, a very basic guy. He did tremendous. These guys don't have to be super fucking fancy and do all this stuff. But who needs that?
Right.
To be great. You don't need it to be great. And Floyd, though, I think Floyd would have to be, because I don't know I don't really watch too many in the back fight. I'm not really big into boxing as a historian and stuff, but Floyd is the one who really set the blueprint on how to beat and what to do. Believe me, I remember like a long time ago, I was a champion, he was a champion, we're at a club, I'm getting bottles and stuff, I'm drunk and fucked up, but this motherfucker, enjoy yourself, man. It's stupid, but man, whatever, right? I'm the stupid one for getting drunk and messed up. Not going to the gym. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, he's a phenomenal young man, and it takes something. But the difference between like him and I really think about boxing unless I was in the boxing gym.
Right.
He thinks about it all the time. But his motivation is money. my motivation ain't money. I don't, everybody wants it, everybody needs it, but it wasn't my motivation.
Right.
And I mean, it was never set in my head as a child and programmed into me to be rich, to be my was just be a world champion.
Yeah,
So,
you would fight.
yeah, yes, that's it.
Yeah.
So different mentalities, you know what I'm saying? But his mentality is successful in and out of the ring.
Yep. Yep. And I like that you said that too, because I think you should look at the whole man. You spoke about Marvin Hagler's character in and out of the ring. I think there's more than just what you can do, in between those ropes, though. I think it is a fair assessment to measure the whole man. Who he is outside the ring, who he is in the ring.
See, so Floyd's Floyd's not a great person outside the ring.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I mean, he is very nice and he really is nice in the street, but to certain people at certain times, certain days, it depends on what mood he's in.
Right.
He's never in that always like Muhammad Ali, an always great mood.
Always classy. Right.
Always, you know what I'm saying? But he is a very respectful, but he's a really good person. If you just know him. If you just know him. You know what I'm saying?
So otherwise, everything, post boxing is going great. The gym is going great. Business is good.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. Hey, boxers are the most disrespectful people there is.
Yeah.
Unappreciative. They don't pay. It's a poor man's sport. It's a lonely man's sport, and they don't get that.
Yeah. Yeah, amen to that. I know we constantly say that on here. Utmost respect to anybody that that does this for a living, that does this for a profession, because it's thankless. And for what you guys crawl into that ring and do and put on the line for us, for our entertainment to sit there and watch and
hey, man, we're trying to make our profession on just talking to you.
I know that's hard enough.
That's a great profession, but I'm saying like my thing is like this, like gym etiquette, right? When you go to Gold, WBC, whatever else, 24 hours, right? They have their shirts on, they do all this, no bags, no eat food. They come to a boxing gym, bring food, just leave shit, wraps, whatever else, take your shirts off.
Yeah.
What? Oh, it's a boxing gym. And so you can be nasty, filthy, disrespectful.
Yeah.
And people think this is funny, like, because I say that I'm a slave. And you look at me, because here's the thing. Even maids get paid to clean, pick up and fix. When you don't pay me nothing and I gotta fix things and pick up after you, I'm a freaking slave. And people don't understand that, and they don't get the aspect of that.
Yeah. So, it's like you got 3 kids at home and you're going to babysit more.
Yeah, no, it really is 100%.
Frustrating.
Everybody has a certain way to be, and everybody has a certain, hey, I need this, I need that, and I just, I'm a very simple person.
Yeah.
I'm very simple, bro. Very basic, very, very honest. I would tell you, you're a piece of shit.
Right.
I would tell you, you're a great guy. I'm very honest, and that's the way. My guys. I got my guys in my gym. Everybody helps everybody. If you're not a great person, you can't be in my gym.
Hey, man, you said you got 3 boys.
Your audio's going out.
Any of them? Am I here?
Yeah, your audio's going out. Yeah, your audio's going out. But I think what he wants to, I think what he wants to ask is, out of the 3 sons, are any of them headed in the direction of boxing?
I'm trying to coach them on how to be a coach, but they don't want to. Either they want to box themselves or nothing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's not something that you want to force on them at all. Then it's something you want them to find their own way to the sport.
I'm not gonna force them. They do want a certain couple. They're just getting interested, like basically within the last year and a half. But my situation of being, I told him, I've been fucking dick. You have to do more and over above and beyond just because of who you are.
Right.
And I don't want that for you. I mean, I would rather you be a trainer and just be by my side and be a trainer and learn the business aspect of that side as to being a fighter, because you just got to do so much. That's why I was telling Shane Jr. You got to do extra because you're Shane Jr.
Yeah.
You know, just like when he bought that kid, the Irish kid. What's his name over here? He won the fight. Well, it was a close fight, but he won the fight. But they gave it to him because and he asked the Dodger, oh well, he did more. Why would he be more? He
Right.
did enough to win.
Right.
But because he's Shane Jr., he wasn't enough.
Right.
And that's why I don't want the situation of ever being that way.
Yeah. Right. So
Right.
Shane Mosley Jr., it's perceived like he's going to get things handed to him because of who his father was.
But he's not.
Right. But that's the perception, though. That's the perception.
Yeah. Perception is that way, but it's not. You know,
Right.
he's got to do more than the judges. Well, he should have did more because his father. Who cares what his father did? He won the fight. So why would he have to do? You know what I'm saying? Just yeah.
Right.
It makes it very hard for fighters.
Let's also remember, too, and we talked about this with Michael Olajide, though, man, that his father, Shane Mosley, I thought was one of the guys who really had the best chance of beating fucking Floyd. If you remember in that fight, he did rock Floyd pretty good early on in that fight.
Yeah, I mean, Shane and I, we've been friends for a long time.
Love him.
Shane's a great dude. So his aspect of the thing was he just got excited and then he hit him and just but he got tired. That's all.
Yeah.
So,
it was hard though back in those days, man, to to beat Floyd.
But you got to realize something too. Floyd has a great chin. First of all, great chin because of his phenomenal shape. And you're not if you don't have that one shot, which you just seen with that, he's gonna take it.
Right.
And then he put a gorilla grip on him, bro. He wouldn't let go of him. He would nothing. And that's why he survived. Because of his mind and his mind's there, but and his physical strength. Floyd's very strong.
Yeah.
He didn't knock people out, they say like they want to, because of his hands.
Right.
But that boy, he taking 25-pound weights and just like, man, he's strong. He's strong.
Yeah.
Another good point Olajide made though was Floyd was always the A side. He never had to go to nobody's backyard and fight.
He
always made the rules. He always had the stipulations.
That's a lie.
So he has gone to
his big fights like that he put on. I'm saying like after a certain point, he was always usually controlling the.
But that's the whole point of being who he was. That's the whole point.
Earning that.
He earned that right.
Yeah.
Canelo's earned that right. They earn these rights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why he can do that.
Yeah.
So why would you? Why would you?
Right.
Why would he go over here? He sells out MGM or whatever, right? Why would he go to someone's backyard for what? He's doing this great here. Why mess up something that's phenomenal? It's great.
Right. So, I'm glad we finally got a chance to do this. First of all, I know we had to reschedule from last weekend. I want to ask, how is your son? I know you said he wasn't feeling good. He had COVID.
He's back good. He's up and going now.
Good. I work in healthcare myself. I'm a nurse by day, so I know how nasty that COVID can be. And
a male nurse.
Yes. Hey, come on, Bones. I'll come out of retirement right now.
No, remember Meet the Fockers?
Yes. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but let's also remember that his name was Gaylord in that movie too.
Yeah, Gaylord Fockers. Yeah.
He's got 2 strikes against him.
Yeah.
Listen, man, Bones, it's been great getting a chance to talk to you, man. We're honored that you came on here to do this, man. Please keep in touch. Hopefully we can get on here and we can chop it up again somewhere down the road.
All right, my brother. Thank you for having me, all right?
Appreciate you much, man. Thank you so much, Bones.
All right, guys.
All right, take it easy. And there he goes right there, man. Bones, well, you know what? Hey, he's busting my balls. Let's not forget, man, and he will probably watch this back, that his actual name is Clarence. I'd go by Bones, too, if my name was Clarence. So he wants to ride me about male nurse, hey. Hey, there's no disrespect in, though. I mean, hey, we don't pick our own names. Our parents pick them for us. So it is what it is, Yep. But I respect the hell out of that guy, man. And God damn it, if he didn't win. I mean, he lost twice to Paulie Aiello, man. But that first fight, man, come on, Jerry Roth. 115. I got it down here. 115, 112 for Paulie. I mean, come on. And you just heard Bones say, ran into him years later, and all he could do was apologize. Yeah, that's right. But but these guys don't understand, man, that yes, they can just say they're sorry. But essentially, man,
these are making break points in their career.
Yeah, they're hindering and or derailing a guy's whole fucking career, and that's the infuriating part. It's more than just oops, I'm sorry,
Right.
I guess I got that wrong on the night. Well, guess what, boxing? Come on, we got to be better than that, man. We're getting horrible stoppages, and we're getting and this is why we're driving people towards the UFC. a ridiculously stupid sport, but still, we're driving people there, man. Simply because people get fed up with the dirty side of it. And you heard Bones expound on it in a lot of different ways. The dirty business side of it, the scoring side of it, the promotional side of it. There's still too much dirt under the fingernails of boxing, man. And we got to clean up this fucking sport and do right by these guys. You know what I mean? Come on. Got to get it fucking right, or put guys in the chairs ringside who can. It's infuriating, goddammit. Even Alexis Arguello's pissed, and he don't say much. But he's pissed. But that is former Super Bantamweight, if I got that right, champion. Held the WBA, I believe. Always fought at the lighter weights, 118, 122. Now running a successful gym out in Vegas, Bones Adams Gym. We're working with a lot of great guys. Blair Cobbs, you heard him talking about Shane Mosley Jr. So Bones really seems like he's doing good. But for God's sakes, let's put the disclaimer up. People, if you're going to Bones Adams Gym, he doesn't want to be your fucking maid. He just pretty much said it. Come on, clean up your food wrappers. Come on, take your shit out of the gym. Bones isn't a maid or a slave, as he put it.
Have a little pride in your gym.
Have a little pride in your gym, man. Bones Adams has given you this fucking temple, for God's sakes, to come and train. And he's also pouring his knowledge into you, too. I mean, the guy was, come on, fucking 44 wins, 20 knockouts. I mean, the guy's got some knowledge. You know what I mean? Fucking 44, 7, 4, and 1. That's a pretty damn good record. I mean, and you heard him say, man, he really wanted a piece of El Terrible. Eric Morales never got him. That would have been a good one, though, man. I think he would have been tailor-made, though, man, because, Zahir Rahim pretty much put on a clinic against Morales, too. And, Morales is another one of those guys. Huge puncher, man, but, it leaves a little to be desired with the skill set. I think Bones might have had him in the skill set department. A good polished boxer, man, could certainly fucking have success against Eric Morales, but I don't know.
Go ahead, man. It's one for the ages.
Super honor to have him on, though, man. As I said, I watched the fight back right before we went on air with him. I had it 116, 112. God bless him. The HBO boxing commentary team all had Bones winning. So, I mean, come on. Is everybody gone fucking mad?
You got your layout right there of how you scored it?
Yeah.
Because I was the first 2 rounds to Paulie, then round 3 to Bones, then round 4 to Paulie, then 1, 2. No, wait. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1 for Paulie and the last one for Bones.
I had Bones winning. I had Paulie winning the first 2 right out of the gate, and then I had Bones winning the next fucking 5 in a row.
Yep.
And then he dropped around, won a round, dropped around, won a, then they kind of went back and forth, man. And legitimately there were some tough rounds in there to score, man. But I don't think they were that tough, man. Especially if these guys had the CompuBox numbers in front of them. I mean, Bones was throwing and landing at a pretty high success rate. Fantastic. I can't say it enough. Fantastic body work.
Yeah. They were
body work, man.
They were vicious body.
But Paulie Ayala, who I am trying to get on this podcast, though, he is a dog. He's been in there with with Bones, been in there with the great Johnny Tapia. I mean, he had wars too, man. And, and the two of them, also were, not friends, but very friendly and cordial to each other. So there was really no animosity, a great mutual respect. But Paulie Ayala throughout his whole career, and I watched a lot of his fights, a very slick southpaw, and obviously a very good beard, because he did take some good shots from Bones, and Bones also a fucking fantastic beard. But, so that was a true honor getting the chance to talk to Bones, and now really, a renowned trainer. And it's, just great to see that, and very peculiar, man, that he's not a guy who's training guys, but is keeping a keen eye on everything that's going on. I love the fact that he's pouring a lot into his family and saying, hey, you know what? I don't feel the need to watch every fucking fight that comes down the pike.
Right.
I mean, to each his own, But that was a good episode, man. I think it's time to quote the great poet, Gary Busey.
I was just going to say, it's time for me to quote the great American poet, Gary Busey.
I got to do some smoking. I got a bowl waiting for me packed.
by saying that Bones Adams and Gary Busey and you and me can all go 15 seconds with anything.
With anything.
And
Bring
that's a
it the
fact.
fuck on. And on that note, I will end this episode with a big, giant, emphatic bazang!